September 18th. The second Allied airdrop is delayed by poor weather in England. More than half the supplies are captured by Kampfgruppe Felt and Groesbeck and von Tito and Arnhem when they retake Allied landing zones. Nijmegen and Eindhoven gain strength from the Allied reserves. But in Arnhem, they are dropped in the midst of a conflict with the Dutch SS, causing heavy losses. General Urquhart remains out of contact during these crucial hours. British troops, unable to help Frost on the Arnhem bridgehead, retreat west to Oosterbeek. Frost ignores an offer to surrender and fights on, still expecting 30 Corps to arrive later that day. With no surviving bridges over the Wilhelmina Canal, 30 Corps begins construction of a Bailey Bridge in San. Kampfgruppe von Tito begins to encircle the British Arnhem units. The Jungwirth Fallschirmjäger training battalions apply pressure along the 17 miles of Hell's Highway. This narrow stretch of road is the focus of the only serious German threat south of Arnhem.
And welcome back, guys, to the LP of Close Combat Cross of Arnhem. So the new day dawns, but not really. It's still the 17th, no, it's the 18th, 6 in the morning. And this is what we have. So this time I'm just gonna cut into the briefing for the entire operation, strategic area, whatever, and then later on we'll do a next part for the first battles. So here we got the new armored Welsh Guards group. As you can see, we have a Cromwells, Staghounds, nonetheless mostly Cromwells. All in all, the good group of evil British. So they're moving to Eindhoven. The group of our awesome Van Dread battle group, that is, as you can see, they are moving immediately to the sun. We have a serious issue here. The pink is still there, regrouped. We have the KG 59th Infantry Division ID moving from Guilders. That means they can move into Heath, into St. Olden Road, or into Schniedel. Now because they're infantry group, we can immediately cut them off and start fighting somewhere, or we might bypass each other and they might take Schniedel and we take the Guilders, whatever. You know, that's a problem. But we shall see how this goes. So I'll immediately move my 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment immediately to Guilders to hopefully stop these bastards from moving. And I'm moving the guys that were supposed to go to Guilders. That is the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment also. Well, actually not also, they are the 506. They'll be moving to St. Olden Road, and hopefully we stop them from capturing it, because if they do capture, they can again set timer, and as you can see, we have a wrench here which tells us that the bridge is being repaired. So if we repair the bridge, we have a nice clean cut into the Vigal and moving on. Now Vigal is also compromised, so I'm removing the 501st towards from Gemert towards Vigal, because there is a Fallschirmjäger regiment of Jungwirth. They're moving here with heavy force and probably gonna go to Vigal. The OSS, the OS will actually stay under my control for now. So it would seem that all my hopes and dreams, all my so-called cut-in points for their, for election Idel are useless, because they're coming from exactly different positions. The position I was not hoping them to come from, for instance. So that's that's a big bummer. On right side, we're of course moving this group, the Grenadier Guards, towards Silmon. They're going to continue on the secondary routes toward Grave Bridge. Here we have the freaking KG Gravener 9th SS Panzer Division. As you can see, they have the huge amount of SD KFZs, aka the armored cars, armored troop carriers with MG34s and 42s, whatever. I'm usually MG34, so nonetheless. So this SS group will stay there on the bridge I want to take, the Honingtui Bridge, with the 2nd Battalion here of 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment. That's not gonna happen. They'll stay where they are. There is no way we can do much against these bastards, and I don't want to risk it at the moment, at least. So it will seem that these definitely are the static kind of defenses. So I'm immediately moving to the middle here onto the Blankenberg Bridge, because of the bridge itself, I would say. As you see, we attack immediately from this position or this position, probably from this position. So we will immediately run towards that bridge, and hopefully they don't destroy it in one go. But if they do, they will probably, because if the static groups immediately disperse, they do not move from that territory. So the static groups, the static defense groups that are in this game, that is Close Combat Cross of Arnhem, that is the Last Stand Arnhem, they have the static group defenders that will not be able to return to any other area regroup, whatever, because they're just static. The moment they blow the bridge, that's it, they're done. And all their defenses and all the crap like that, they're gone, like 88s or whatever. So anyway, we're gonna be moving our 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment onto the freaking Blankenberg Bridge, and hopefully something happens there and we actually retake the damn little thing. At least we have one immediate road for our 38th Corps to pass through. But again, there is gonna be huge amount of time for the Germans to actually reoccupy the bridge if need be, or again attack us from the sides. Now there are many problems also here. Mook is being under attack by KG Gubel. The Grafenwagen is being attacked by KJ Krasnik. The Grosbeak is being attacked by KG Stargard. And here is something that happened I did not expect. Weiler is being taken by the KG Fustenberg. Now, only unless they were in Grosbeak Height North, they might have come from. So they were probably hiding here. I did not see them because it was a night. So during the night you can't really see enemy battle groups. So these probably bastards were there hiding a little batches, but that's okay. I'm going immediately for the Nijmegen Bridge because it's morning and we do not see any battle groups. So that means that this is undefended territory. I take these batches and that's it. We have the Nijmegen Bridge secured. We're gonna hold it, and definitely have enough units, enough of our paratroops to actually hold that position in Nijmegen Bridge. As you can see here, we have that, and we hold any one of these bridges. It's gonna be awesome. Nonetheless. So we're gonna immediately move that, our 1st Battalion of 508 Parachute Infantry Regiment, immediately moving on there. So Weiler, I don't care. I'm gonna retake Weiler as soon as possible because these are the reserves or reinforcements for the Germans coming from the west, east, and you know we'll destroy them. That's not a problem. They don't really have that much, and most of these guys are like ersatz and nonetheless just regular Wehrmacht troops. So they're not the SS. So there are definitely more SS divisions here, at least. The SS, as you can see, in Penarden, KG Euling 10th SS Panzer Division. So these guys, well, they're far off, so the reality-wise, they can do crap. Here are we have two enemy Panzer SS divisions, the 10 SS and another one that I can't really see. Nonetheless, these two, as you can see, not really heavy on machines, it would seem, the armor, but still they are SS, and we know that their morale is maximum almost. So all in all, it's the KG Brinkmann 10th SS Panzer. And in the Arnhem Bridge, we have the KG Splinter 9th SS Panzer defending the Arnhem itself, that is the Arnhem Bridge, and we can't really retake it at the moment, but that's okay. We're gonna allow them to hold that. We're gonna take Arnhem, we're gonna go at the Arnhem Heights, because that's where they are second, and that I think it's part of the second lift. So this is the second lift, and that's at 3 o'clock. We're gonna get more reinforcement on that part. So we're gonna take that and hold, get some resources from that, because it would seem that our guys here, our Quake battle group, is definitely low on cohesion, low on fatigue and ammo and fuel, and we need this, especially because the enemy actually attacked us here. As you can see, two battle groups attacked our far west side, that is. And we're moving all our groups now towards Rankum Heat, and hopefully I mean, this is the thing, you know, we take Rankum Heat and all of a sudden they're gonna get a bunch of more troops here, but nonetheless, as long as these green zones are ours, they ain't getting crap from this. So we're gonna get this, because this is again our primary zone that the first actually air landing brigade was supposed to hold, but honestly the air landing brigade is such crap, as you can see here. There is no way they can stop these bastards unless they're in good positions, and these are pretty open freaking grounds. Okay, so there are no good positions to hide reality wise. So that aside, we're moving both battle groups immediately there, and hopefully the enemy moves maybe from there or not. We'll see how this goes. We'll see, because this is our turn to execute. As soon as we execute our turn, they will execute theirs, so they might move. All in all, so let's see. Hilsum also. So also KG Lippert and 10th Shiftsman, whatever. So all in all, these are heavy groups, as you can see, heavy group of bastards. But it would seem that most of these groups are quite crap. As you can see, leadership on this are fucked. I mean, there's totally black, bad on morale. So these are definitely reserve kind of troops coming from the west, that is northwest. And so all in all, At least this one is. This is the SS. So again, the SS, very formidable enemy, and the open ground gonna be very tricky. At the moment, they're holding this, so we're gonna see how this actually gonna turn out to be. They might go for the Volhez, or they might go to Kingel Heat, but we are all at the moment infantry division, so that means that we are all in equal footing. That means that we will probably fight here. So all in all, the first one that attacks, of course, usually, yeah, of course, as I said, infantry is the slowest. Infantry battle group is the slowest. Then it comes towards the armored battle group, and then the scout battle groups. The scout battle groups are the fastest battle groups, and they will come first into the attack and probably scout off the Leopard if we had that kind of stuff. But we do not have the scouts. I think maybe air landing brigade actually are scouts. I do not know. We'll see how this goes anyway. So that's it for our first briefing. Well, this actually is our first reality briefing, because I'm gonna cut this actually in one part for this, and then we're gonna go to battles later on. So this is what's happening. All in all, we're screwed. If we lose Vigal and St. Odin Road, it's gonna be tricky. Blowing those bridges up and fighting again for St. Odin Road, which is the worst freaking bridge. Again, we'll have to run like little badges, and again, they'll probably blow the shit up out of that. Again, thankfully we have the second route, which again we got another armor route, which will immediately take the second route towards the Nijmegen, because hopefully we take one of these bridges, at least one. That is one bridge we can actually take, and take also Nijmegen bridge. We can take Nijmegen bridge. That's gonna be freaking awesome. You know, that's just gonna be awesome. Our guys can hold off any of these bastards because of good positioning of our. Again, we hold the map. We can position wherever we want, and we can hold off most of the enemies. That's a fucking fact. We still have a lot of fuel. We have fuel reserves in plenty, ammo reserves, and cohesion is a little bit off, and fatigue, as you can see, cohesion in best here is definitely off, and that is actually bad. But the fatigue, ammo, and fuel is still okay, especially fatigue and ammo, because these guys do not have any transports or any kind of armored vehicles. And what I'm trying to do here is go from with the Van Dread, go towards immediately to St. Odin. Hopefully, if the enemy does take this, we'll probably cut into them with the Wanderer and kill them like little bitches. While these Welsh guards also will go through Nederwetten and move towards alongside with the Grenadier group here, guards that is, will immediately go towards the Nijmegen. The point is to take Arnhem, and that's it. Not stay around here and wait for the enemy reinforcement to spawn. The point is we have route open, we're gonna immediately secure whatever we can. And the thing is, I just want to hold Vigal and all that for in case, okay, for in case. There are no bridges on the right side, so all in all, we are holding them. Now, Grave also might be in danger if the enemy actually comes from this position again. We shall see how this goes. At the moment, we are holding the right crossings towards the Grave. And Grave is the most important bridge now, because we are holding it. We hold the Grave, we move in towards any of the bridges we actually can take. And again, we have a tank group, so might even attack any of these defensive positions. We might actually take the bridges immediately. Now, the problem is, if the enemy does the same thing they did here in Arnhem Rail Bridge, blow the bridge right in 2 minutes like time, that's gonna be bad. So that means that the immediately enemy will have to that is, we will have to wait for the bridge to be repaired, and that will take a while if we do not have a a pure line towards our forces. And we do not have that, because now we're cut off from Dinte. And in Dinte we had the green territory, now we don't have green territory. And that is the problem, okay? That is the problem. And now, I might actually even move my 501st here into Uden to just to get supplies, to get freaking supplies immediately. But again, I don't know. See, this is the problem. It would seem that these small roads do not count or count. I honestly do not know. Honestly, I have no fucking idea if they count by reality, because reality-wise, we should be able to get stuff from this. We should be able to pass through this point here from Uden to this position because of the roads. But if not, then we are still cut off because of this road here between. This is the problem, because the game doesn't really specify what kind of roads you're traveling. I'll have to look at the manual yet again about that kind of crap. But all in all, I'm not impressed. So also we have many aviation, and this is the thing. I have no idea who to give aviation, and we have mortar support and one artillery now. The thing is, artillery, I think I'm moving aviation to the things where I definitely need. Definitely groups here that definitely need this kind of support. So, just to hold. Okay, we may only. Okay, one. Okay, that's okay. Doesn't matter. We have one airstrike here. Now, airstrikes are not that great, to be honest, by my standards, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, if they might actually move to Arnhem and here, these guys, these two battle groups. So definitely these guys are a little bit off, but not for this turn at least. These guys here, that's okay. I will not give them, but I might actually. Now, I can give artillery support up to this point here. So I can give this battle group, the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment, artillery support. But it might be a waste. Now, I'm gonna definitely give them this. No, artillery not. No. I'm gonna give them mortar support. These guys will get mortar support just for in case if this guy's KG Grabner actually attacks us. Because if they do, that would be awesome. We will not move from this point on because we're cut into their supply line here, and we're gonna hold that. We're not gonna allow anyone to take that. And plus, we're gonna leave them like this SS group here for in case if we do take any of these bridges, leave them where they are. You can just cut into them and go around them. We don't care about that. So what's left again was to assign support powers, and support powers we shall. I'm gonna give this guy's element of surprise with the Air Force, this guy's mortar support for in case, and we have left with the one heavy artillery support. Now again, these guys are a little bit low, but we can definitely defend against these bastards. So heavy artillery maybe will be assigned to these bastards because Weagle, we cannot lose any of these parts. So Weagle, all that crap, we cannot allow it. We cannot allow it. So all best to you, and we shall see you next time in the battle screen of awesome.